Real men cry, and in this video, I'll explain to you why. There's an Irish proverb that I love that says, never trust a warrior that does not cry. And it really makes sense when you think about it, because if you're not willing to show your true emotions, how are you being real? If you can't show up authentically, how can I count on you when things really matter? Because you're not willing to face the reality. Another way of looking at it, every human on this planet has experienced fear. We all come into this world crying, which means that naturally we are emotional beings. There are certain things that our bodies do to keep our bodies healthy. As an example, if there's some type of debris in your airways, your body's gonna naturally cough or sneeze. When you suppress that ability, it's because you're judging it for whatever reason. Like during the pandemic, most of us didn't want to cough, so we would hide that cough because we were afraid of how we would be perceived. Tears are very similar. Tears keep the energy within the heart chakra moving so it doesn't get stuck and stagnant and then we become cold-hearted. It keeps emotions from getting hardened in the body and then that emotion getting stored in the body, which leads to a very stoic demeanor, as you see with many of us men. Tears are healthy, and most of the time we see tears as a show of weakness and we see it as a show of vulnerability. When if you really think about it, being authentic is true strength. Is it easier for you to run away from something, or is it easier for you to face it? As we know, it's far more difficult to face something. You see, vulnerability is the greatest strength, but another way of saying it is authenticity, because that's what we really mean when we're speaking on being vulnerable. Most men don't want to admit how it is that they feel because they either feel like nobody will care or will be viewed as weak. But once we get into our own heads and accept ourselves as we are, then we don't care how we're perceived. And that's when the real strength begins. And that's when real manhood begins. When you can be exactly who you are and be honest with yourself and not care how anybody else perceives it or feels about it. Vulnerability is actually the greatest strength. And a man that cries is a man that's authentic. And that's a man that you can trust.